Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Lewis wants to pass. Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun to give, looking for room. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Now they're going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Touchdown, Miami! What a catch and run for 6.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. Snap it to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide out in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Oh, he makes the catch. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Wicks. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They want to run this quarterback. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Gets it out quickly. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
That was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Back open in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it, and nice job on the throw.
They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Looking to pass on second down. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got a man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 7, South Carolina 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
This offense has a second down play. Lewis to throw. Looking for a huge play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Dances away from the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Third down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. A designed run for the quarterback. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Time to take a shot. Got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Listen, this is where you catch a defense off guard. They're not expecting the fullback to be a big part of their throwing game. How about the big play game? Gaining all that yardage? That is not something that was in the scouting report. Nice job by the offense drawing up a play for the big fullback.
This is a designed run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touch pass on the run. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it up to 30. He's running free down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The Gamecocks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. And that's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the 1st down. Run that play, you get it. Nice, easy, breezy.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Pressure coming. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air, it's Boyd. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's knocked down.
Got to give the defense credit. watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they swarm him under. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Swings it out to his running back. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
South Carolina.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Boyd. Got his man quickly. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say to the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Line getting set on second down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion, using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Looking for a man, it's Boyd. Going over the top. Fires into a world of traffic and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback adapting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. On the move. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
On the play. Brings up second and goal.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touchdown, Canes! And that one will give them the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Miami, 21. South Carolina, 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Boyd. Trying to get to it. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Yeah, and these halfbacks, man, they're wide receivers now. They do so much work in practice now with the wide receiver group, and you can see it there. Sells like he's going outside, sticks his foot in the ground, angles to the middle of the field. Quarterback finds him for the 1st down.
It's caught. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a deep man. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Boyd. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Floating away. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, that's a huge, huge mistake when you're thinking when you have the football late in the ball game, I got to take care of it, get first downs. The last thing I can do, Palmer, is give the other team another offensive possession. I score or nobody scores.
And what's so heartbreaking about it, too, for the offense, David, is that in this situation of the game, all your best players are on the field. I mean, this is a close game. The guy that carries the ball the most is generally the one out there right now, the guy you trust the most. And that's who put it on the ground.
The play-action fake. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
The give on the inside. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! They move on top here in the 4th. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Houston is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Clutch City. They're up by 18 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's up at 24. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the Canes get it past the sticks. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Quarterback will keep it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, at this situation in the game now with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
2nd and goal coming up. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Miami.
They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little...
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Canes. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick off.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hope.
Going up top. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Back to throw, it's Boyd. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And they get the sack right out of the gate. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Quarterback checking off. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's taking a deep shot. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Lewis wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, Dave